Okay, today we're going to review the top 10 NFC teams that did the best at addressing their roster needs through the free agency period. Stick around to see if your team made the top 10, and your video starts right now.
If you look at this play, what we're trying to get is a seal here, and a seal here, and try to run this play in the alley.
Just keep matriculating the ball down the field, boys.
Okay, now I know you might be saying to yourself, but Football Guy USA, you're not a talent evaluator, and I'd say you're right. I'm not here to evaluate whether or not the talent they brought in is an upgrade over the talent that they lost. Instead, I've done some research and graded out each team's free agency moves. I use this methodology to assign point values to all of the players each team signed or traded for during the free agency period, and then rank all of the teams from best to worst. Alright, let's go ahead and break down the top 10 NFC free agent rosters for 2025. Okay, coming in at number 10 from the NFC North Division, the Chicago Bears. The Bears scored a 20 on the free agency scale, signing 22 total players, with notable signings including defensive tackle Grady Jarrett, center Drew Dahlman, offensive guard Jonah Jackson, offensive guard Joe Thuney, quarterback Case Keenum, wide receiver Devin Duvernay, and wide receiver Olamide Zaccheaus. And coming in at number 9, the Arizona Cardinals, trying to turn it all around. The Cardinals scored a 20 on the free agency scale, signing 19 total players. Notable players include defensive tackle Calais Campbell, defensive tackle Dalvin Tomlinson, edge rushers Josh Sweat and Baron Browning, center Evan Brown, and wide receivers Greg Dortch and Zay Jones. Next on our list at number 8 is a struggling team from the NFC East, the New York Giants. The Giants scored a 22 on the free agent scale, signing 25 total players, with notable players being defensive tackle Roy Robertson Harris, offensive guard Greg Van Roten, offensive tackle James Hudson, quarterbacks Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, safety Javon Holland, and wide receivers Darius Slayton and Amir Smith-Marset. Alright, coming in at number 7 and looking to revitalize their fan base, the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers scored a 23 on the free agency scale, signing 21 total players, with notable players including cornerback Trey Brown, fullback Kyle Juszczyk, linebacker Jalen Graham, offensive tackle Ben Barch, quarterback Mac Jones, running back Patrick Taylor, safety Jason Pinnock, and wide receiver DeMarcus Robinson. Next at number 6, America's team, the Dallas Cowboys. The Cowboys scored a 25 on the free agency scale, and they signed 22 total players. Notable players for them include cornerback Kaiir Elam, defensive tackle Osa Odigizua, edge rusher Dante Fowler, offensive guard Brock Hoffman, running back Miles Sanders, running back Javonte Williams, safety Israel Muhamu, and wide receiver Kavonte Turpin. And at number 5 on our list, a team from the NFC South Division, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers scored a 26 on the free agency scale and signed 17 total players so far, with notable players including edge rusher Hassan Reddick, linebacker Levante David, offensive guard Ben Bredesen, wide receivers Chris Godwin and Sterling Shepard. Next at number 4, and again from the NFC South Division, the Atlanta Falcons. The Falcons scored a 27 on the free agency scale. They signed 20 total players, with notable players including cornerbacks D. Alford and Mike Hughes, edge rusher Leonard Floyd, center Ryan Newsill, offensive guard Elijah Wilkinson, and offensive tackle Brandon Parker. At number 3, and our third team from the NFC South, the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers scored a 29 on the free agency scale, signing 19 players total, and notable players include cornerback Mike Jackson, defensive tackle Tershawn Wharton, center Cade Mays, offensive guard Austin Corbett, quarterback Andy Dalton, running backs Raheem Blackshear and Rico Dowdle, safety Trevon Moehrig, and tight end Tommy Tremble. And our number 2 team on the list and powerhouse, Detroit Lions. The Lions scored a 30 on the free agency scale, signing 26 total players. Notable players include cornerbacks Avonte Maddox, DJ Reed, Rock Ya-Sin, edge rusher Marcus Davenport, quarterback Kyle Allen, running back Craig Reynolds, and wide receiver Tim Patrick. And coming in as our #1 NFC team and a Super Bowl contender, the Washington Commanders. The Commanders scored a 35 on the free agency scale, signing 26 total players. Notable players include cornerback Noah Igbinoghene, defensive tackles Eddie Goldman and Javon Kinlaw, edge rushers Clellan Ferrell and Dietrich Wise, linebacker Bobby Wagner, offensive guard Nate Herbig, offensive tackle Laramie Tunsil, quarterback Marcus Mariota, tight end Zach Ertz, and wide receivers KJ Osborne and Deebo Samuel. What's that? You didn't hear your team mentioned in the top 10? That's okay. Here are all of the NFC rankings. Let me know in the comments your team's favorite offseason move. Thanks for watching, and if you missed the AFC rankings, just click on the thumbnail. Now stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time.